Hey, you guys, I'm back. There we go. So, he was coming out the bathroom. It was fucking tornadoes outside. Okay, like it's time to go. Hey, what's up? So I want to tell you a little story time, okay? Right now for my new position. So and she was like asking questions, like asking a lot of questions, since day one. So just so she can like fully understand things, right? So since day one, like our trainer, she's kind of like got like with her because of her asking questions, but you could tell how she was getting irritated because of her asking questions. But my thing is, if you're the trainer and someone's sitting there asking you questions, that's your job to answer those questions, not to get mad or get irritated. But you know what I'm saying? If it's their new job, they're gonna ask questions. They're gonna know answers to the questions or whatever. So honestly, I feel like my trainer is not a good trainer. I don't feel like I've really learned anything since I've been there. We've had issues every day with like just even the class starting. So we wouldn't even start like today. We didn't even start class till like 2 hours. Like, so we were just sitting there, just not really even doing anything for 2 hours. And I have a big problem with that because when I get out there, when it's time for me to do my job, I don't want to get in trouble, or because we didn't have enough time in training, or things like that. But so she like gives us breaks, like basically when she doesn't want to be in the room anymore. I feel like when she's like tired of teaching and she started talking or whatever, she just gives us breaks, which we are already only in there for 5 hours. So mind you, we didn't start class until 2 hours later, so that gives us 3 hours left. 3.5 hours left of class. So after that, we just kept on taking breaks. Like, so another like trainer came in and he looked at me and asked me what have we done at like that 2 hour mark that we had been in there. And I just looked away because if I would have answered, she would have got in trouble. And yeah, so because I would have told them we haven't done anything. We've just been sitting here chilling. Like, she leaves out the room, she disappears, we don't know what the fuck, we don't know. So, okay, the girl that was asking the questions. So she had asked if we could take a break because she didn't want to miss anything in class, and you know what I'm saying? I think she already kind of felt the vibe of, her being irritated when she asked questions, so she was trying to avoid that. So, and she was like, well, we're not taking no more breaks, and I give y'all too many breaks, and blah, 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 blah. And I can understand where the girl was coming from in class. She doesn't want to have to come back and ask a whole bunch of questions, not know what's going on. So she got irritated with her. So she was like, well, I'm not going to make you sit there and pee on yourself, and da-da-da-da. And so she just kept on talking. Basically ended up taking a break anyway. So the girl left out the room, but she didn't like leave out and like shut the door. She just left and the door closed as she was leaving, and it slammed or whatever. So she was like, did she just slam the door? Trainer. Let me remind you that the trainer, she's my skin, okay? So when the door had slammed, she looked like, okay, but she been making faces and kind of getting smart with the employees like all week basically, and she hasn't gotten smart with me, so I'm not really, I'm not really worried about anything. I'll be ready whenever that time comes. So when she came back in, she didn't do the same thing, and the door ended up like slamming, I guess. And she was like, excuse me, ma'am, can you not slam the door when you leave or come out? Can you not slam the door anymore? This is where I feel like she went wrong. If she felt the type of way about the door slamming, I felt like she should have pulled her aside. She should have pulled her aside and had a conversation with her. Not do it in front of the whole entire classroom. Mind you, there's only one Caucasian person in our class, right? The rest is black females, and there's 2 guys, right? So, and the rest is black females. So, like, very like expressional. So people are like, everybody's looking, everybody's saying stuff, and everybody. So for me, that would have been embarrassing. Like, as a trainer, you should know that you should have pulled me to the side. You know what I'm saying? If you felt the type of way, if you felt that I slammed the door purposely, you should have pulled me to the side and spoke to me about it in a different place, not in front of everybody in the classroom. So basically, they were going back and forth, you know, and like she was just getting smart back with her, and I'm like, why? Like, I didn't understand it. Like, why are you sitting here going back and forth for it? Your first move should have been to, hey, can you come speak to me outside, please? That should have been your first move as a trainer, as someone that's up there in a bit, like fuck, I cannot talk right now. Someone that's in upper management, basically. Like, that should have been your job as a professional to pull her to the side, not to confront her or say something to her in front of the whole classroom, because that's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. I'm sorry, that is embarrassing. So after she started going back and forth with her, she basically went straight to HR, and HR came in and got her, and they fired her. I don't feel like that was fair. So y'all, I had a call, so that's why I skipped. But the girl came back in. I know this girl personally, so she came back in the room, basically stood in front of everybody. Was like, "Hey, you guys, did I slam the door?" And we were like, "No, you didn't slam the door. You didn't slam the door. You just didn't like walk with it to close it when you left it, but you didn't slam it. It wasn't like an intentional slam. You know what I'm saying?" And she was telling the HR people, like, exactly, like, I didn't slam the door. Like, basically, y'all firing me for no reason. You know what I'm saying? You're firing me for no reason. Because honestly, she was the only one in the class that did really ask questions, which was a good thing. You want somebody there that's going to ask questions so they can fully understand their position. Like, but yeah, it was kind of, I don't know. It was sad, and I don't know. I feel like something should be said, honestly, because I don't feel like she should have lost her job. I do not feel like she should have lost her job. I feel bad. Like, I feel sad because there's a certain way that she could have went about it. So we're gonna see if they really fired her or if she gonna be back tomorrow. I hope they let her come back. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, I used to tell people stories. I used to be like, at the end of the story, I'd be like, yeah, that's my life story. I'm gonna keep my jacket on until I get to the house. It's hot. But I'm home now, so. I need to find my tripod that I bought to hold my camera, like the little vlogging thing. But yeah, I will come back on here later. Try to film these videos for you guys. So